What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm out here early. This is early for me. It's 6 something in the morning. And I just want to do this quick video because I want to talk about, is there still money to be made out here driving for Uber and Lyft? Is there still money to be made? And I'm going to say yes, but I would not use this as a long-term means of living. Meaning, use this for what it is, as a way to bring in extra income. But just relying on only gig jobs, you can do. You can probably get away with it for a year, maybe 2, but going into the next couple of years, excuse me, I'll be honest, I don't foresee this being a long-term play, unless you do like the rideshare professor's talking about. I don't care how you do it. You buy his course, you go buy somebody else's course, and you do get licensed, and you purchase a car and go private 100%. But that is a long-term play for a lot of people. And I just wanted to be honest about that. That's really long-term. Even for me, like, I have to get my main business right, which is not driving for Uber or Lyft. It's working for myself. I have to get that right before I even want to invest the $4,000 or $5,000 it's going to take to get the license and go out and say get a new vehicle. I'm going to have to wait, even with a business backing. So I know it's a long-term play for Uber and Lyft drivers, but you got to have a plan. You got to start somewhere and have a plan while you're driving. That's all I'm saying. You can't just keep driving, not even trying to focus on the future. If you have a job already, meaning full-time, and you're just doing this part-time, I wouldn't stress out too much, because the only play I would tell you to do is get an LLC set up and just put all that Uber and Lyft money into the LLC. That's the only play you really need to do. And if you're really smart, you'll build corporate and business credit on that LLC. And then you could use your business and corporate credit to go buy that first vehicle. So you see, there's a path for everybody to go private, but it's not going to be right away. And somebody said I was making it sound easy, because I just did a video talking about how I got a private client, meaning really off the platform, and it paid me, $30 for 22 minutes. And they took it as I'm saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's easy to go private. What I'm saying is you at least start making a plan. Some people literally, when I first started at 2018, I didn't even come up with a plan. I was just driving, guys. And if I would have came up with a plan, even to set up the LLC and put the Uber and Lyft money in the LLC, I would have been in a better situation right now. Just doing that one simple thing. Because there was a lot of times I couldn't get a car because I didn't have a job. Because they do not look at Uber and Lyft as a job. I could have literally paid myself for my own business, and now I have a job. Which is one of the things I'm doing now. That's my actual affiliate marketing business I have, which is basically just an online business. Nice, neutral. I got a neutral name, low risk, and I just pay myself as an employee, and I just put my Uber and Lyft money also in that business. Now, is it getting a lot of money online? No, not really, but I would say it's a 60-40 situation where 60% of my income is coming from Uber and Lyft right now. So slowly, you know, about to cross that 50% mark. Once it crosses the 100% mark, I don't really need to drive at all, but I still may set up a private limousine taxi structured business and just hire a driver, because I do realize what the rideshare professor's been saying all these times: start your private business, start your private business. And I'm even seeing, you know, fleet owners, you know, get kicked off the platform. But if you're lucky enough and you last 6 months to a year and you got a driver in there and he's making some money off the platform, eventually you don't need Uber and Lyft in the future. And there'll be other gig platforms coming, guys. Uber and Lyft is not the only play for the future. We got to remember that. There's companies coming. They're just slow process. It could take years. But you could set up a fleet business and basically treat it like your own rental business and rent to other Uber and Lyft drivers. But you can also rent to people that just want a rental. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at the big picture. And I do realize that there's a massive amount of tax write-offs too. And then if you go EV, you know, you could build up some corporate credit, maybe buy an EV vehicle for that business. So I've got a lot of plans and a lot of goals. It's not just about driving Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft got me here, but it's not the end of the story. You know, and I just want to say, I'm not trying to make it sound easy to go private, but some of us got to crawl before you walk. And making $30 for 22 minutes of work is still better than the platform is paying. That's all I'm trying to get across to you guys. You know, I'm sorry if I come off like I'm being braggadocious or something to that effect, but I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to let you guys know that there's a better way. You got to crawl before you can walk, and solicit carefully when you're trying to set this stuff up, because you don't want somebody to report you and get you kicked off prematurely. It could happen. Am I worried about it? Not as much as some of you guys are, because you only rely on this. But I worry about getting kicked off Uber. If I got kicked off Lyft, I'd really be like, oh well, whatever. But if I got kicked off Uber, it probably would bother me, because that's more of my income than Lyft. But I want to thank you guys for taking this, your morning or your afternoon, to listen to me rant before I go take these couple of trips this morning. And I want you guys to continue support. Please subscribe, like, comment, click that bell icon, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Thank you.